So, second channel video. Let's get right into it straight away. Misfits, the Zone pay-per-view, KSI versus Joe Fournier. Well, proud McGregor moment where a little Muay Thai. JJ with an elbow. Now, full transparency, I already did this video. I've already explained. I reviewed 3 fights. I reviewed Salt Poppy versus Anthony Taylor. Reviewed Deji versus Forms, and I reviewed KSI versus Joe Fournier. However, the Zone does not like that. I used some of the footage. It will not let me post it to YouTube. We're gonna be talking about Misfits 007, some James Bond type shit, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, people are probably wondering why you should be watching this video right now, but I've done boxing, I've trained in boxing, followed boxing for a while, and one day I want to do boxing. You know, maybe some influencer boxing one day in the future. Can't do that without you guys' help. So, you know what I'm saying? Stick around for the video, like, comment, subscribe to this one, subscribe to the main. Yeah, let's go. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet, second channel. But that whole video, that whole event was pretty crazy. First of all, you had Salt Poppy and Anthony Taylor. I think everybody was disappointed, but it was only 3 rounds. So, yeah, man. I mean, if I was Salt Poppy, you know, Anthony Taylor was overducking a lot down below. So if I was Salt Poppy, I would have faked with the 1 or 2, went up with an uppercut, tried to knock him out, try to catch him slipping. So that was Anthony Taylor and Salt Poppy. Truly disappointing. It was only 3 rounds. That favors Anthony Taylor. I kind of want to see them running back, but I think people are going to want to fight Salt Poppy now more, and I feel like Anthony Taylor wants to move on. He actually called out Floyd Mayweather. And people are saying Swarms and Taylor, but Anthony Taylor and Slim. Slim said it was going to be a boring fight already, so it might not happen. I think Anthony Taylor versus Deji next actually be a hell of a fight. But you had Deji versus Swarms, and I mean, Deji looked the best he's ever looked. Fluent motion, the awareness, and he carried himself very well. Swarm had power, and every time he got put to the corner, you know, I was scared that Swarm was going to just throw one and bang, knock out Deji or hit Deji hard. He did with one time when the jab got caught here. Swarms came around with a hook. Nicely placed on my man Deji, but Deji looked flawless, looked great, and nice easy win. Moving on to the main event, obviously at JJ, KSI, the Nightmare versus Joe, the billion dollar playboy, Fournier. That's what he calls himself, anyways. But yeah, man, JJ looked great, man. I mean, you could see him bouncing in the ring, feeling himself, and he had his front foot with the toes and the back foot with the toes. Joe looked flat-footed. And JJ kind of just threw a lot of body shots in that fight, timed everything up pretty well. Then he connected with that big overhand that Joe said, "Hey, you ain't gonna hit me with that." And JJ said, "Nah, fam, shut up. I'm hitting you with it." And he got him with it. I don't know if that was unfortunate timing by Joe coming in, or JJ just timed it very well. The clock, Joe Fournier on the side. But as soon as that happened, then we got into the controversial thing that happened. I mean, look. Joe was on his ropes. Joe was on his back foot. You know what I'm saying? Back of the ropes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so as soon as Joe knew he was coming back, he tried to clinch up JJ because he's trying to get, you know, JJ close. So the ref breaks it up and Joe can kind of figure himself back out. Unfortunately, as he was trying to come in, JJ was winding up that right hand and actually would have connected. If Joe didn't move just a little bit. And it went right through and then pop, forearm, elbow. Joe's eyes roll back. He slept on the canvas. So technically, JJ did knock out a pro boxer. But unfortunately, we don't know if it's going to stand or if it's going to count even. Now, for anybody who's saying JJ did that like intentionally, did it on purpose, I don't know what you know your opinions are on most things, but I'm assuming you're mostly wrong on your opinions, or a lot of the time you are. Look, there's no way JJ did that intentionally. He was already beating Joe. There's no way, and he wants to prove himself, and he wants to prove to the community that he's a great boxer. He's the top of the boxing of the influencers, and there's no reason for him to do the elbow intentionally. Obviously, Joe Fournier thinks he did the elbow intentionally, which is just not true. And I don't blame him either for not knowing he hit Joe with the forearm elbow at the time, because right now, at that point, you have a lot of adrenaline going through your body. You're just trying to get your opponent out quickly and trying to just win the fight straight up. And so again, I don't blame JJ for not knowing at all that he hit Joe with the elbow. But all I know now is that JJ did tweet an apology saying he is sorry about everything, and he does feel like he let the whole community down and all that. But I want to just say to JJ, you stepped in the ring with a pro. You still beat him for the first round, and you're beating him in the second round. So don't take this as a loss. Don't bow your head down. You still prove to a lot of people that you can get in there, and you show a lot of people your skill sets in just those 2 rounds, or 1.5 rounds. So yeah, don't hold your head down, man. You did good. You did good, and people are still gonna tune in to more of your fights. Now, for people who are saying Joe should run it back, I know Joe has now appealed to the committee and trying to get that fight overturned, whether it's going to be a no contest. I don't think it's going to be disqualification, and they might not even overturn it. It could actually be a win. I think the win standing has more of a chance of JJ getting disqualified. However, I do ultimately believe it should be a no contest. It's just how the rules of boxing go. You just can't do it. It's happened in other boxing fights. It's happened to other people, and it probably won't be the last time you see this happen, but it should be ruled as a no contest, unfortunately for JJ. But that still doesn't really do anything to him. I mean, you gotta look at it. He's undefeated, and he only has 1 draw with Logan and then a no contest. That's still not a bad record to look at, and that's actually a really interesting record to look at, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I know Joe's appealing, and I think we're getting the appeal on Friday, which would be tomorrow, the day when I'm recording this. So I'm gonna try to finish this video, edit it, upload it today, and then when the whole appeal shit comes out, I'll try to get all that sorted out so I can review it and come back to another video like this for you guys and talk about it. I do think the fight should be a no contest. I don't think JJ did it intentionally. I don't think they should run it back. JJ versus Fournier 2. I don't think people want to see it. There's no point in people trying to see it. It wouldn't do the amount it did the first time, because it was kind of dying off at the end before the fight anyways. So I don't think people want to go through a whole nother camp fight of Joe Fournier versus KSI. So yeah, after the fight though, Tommy Fury did step in the ring. They got in each other's faces, had some mouths, talk to talk, and at the end of the day, Tommy basically said, yeah, I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna take you out just like I took Jake Paul out, and Misfits is gonna be dead and over. And then JJ's just saying, man, people always think he's gonna lose, and he proves them wrong every time. Ends up with Tommy Fury shoving KSI, and that was that. That was your pay-per-view, which was pretty good. Honestly, the Misfits 007 I think is one of the best pay-per-views that they've done. And to be honest, the elbow in a way is kind of good for the Misfits, the zone whole thing, because now people are talking about that fight a lot more than if JJ would have just won. JJ would have won, maybe it would have won 2 days, fine. But now you got a whole weeks, 2 weeks, maybe even a month. It's going to get brought up in the Tommy Fury fight a couple times. I'm sure Fury's going to shoot him with a, oh, it was a no contest, or you elbowed the guy, I'm a pro boxer, and all this stuff. So I'm sure it's going to come over, and it's going to keep getting talked about, which, hey, good for JJ, man, and good for Misfits. But at the same time, I do understand at the boxing point of view, and the training point of view, it does suck for him. Now you got Tommy Fury versus KSI. I think it's going to be a great fight. Fury obviously beat Jake Paul. Now Jake Paul's going to fight Nate Diaz. And he's going to fight Diaz. JJ's going to fight Fury. And hopefully once those two are done, they fight each other. Now, is Fury going to beat KSI? That's a discussion for another video. Maybe when that fight gets closer, or when it actually gets done and it's official. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this nice, short, and sweet because I want to edit it, I want to get it up, and unfortunately I have about like a 25 to 30 minute long video actually watching footage of the Misfits boxing, but the zone does not like that. So I do understand the copyright claims for all that stuff, but at the same time, fuck you. With that being said, guys, I'll see you when I see ya. Please like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Like, comment, subscribe to my main. Subscribe to my main, like, comment, subscribe to this channel, but also like and comment and just leave opinions. You know what I'm saying? Every opinion's a good opinion. Sometimes, not all the time. That's a false statement. I don't know why I said that, to be honest with you. But hey, man, in the future, blow me up and oh, that sounds weird. Wait a minute. Pause. Try to blow up the channel in the future so I can get big and get into the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to step in there. I want to mess some influencers up, bro. I can't do any of you guys, so yeah, help me out. Grow the channel. We can step in the ring together and grow the channel together. You know what I'm saying? When I see ya. Peace.